Hello everyone and welcome to this weekly overview. I'll be a bit sorry because I'm a bit sick, so if my voice didn't get high, so I will try my best to make it the best. So هاي جميعا welcome للويكلي اوفيو هذا الاسبوع الماضي كان ويكلي اوفيو بيعقد. Last week weekly overview was super amazing. هلا رح كون عم بعمل ويكلي اوفيو بس في حال سعلت او في حال هذا لانه شوي مريض. So that's okay. So بعتذر سلف من هذا الموضوع. So رح نبلش أول شيء لحتى نعمل نشوف شو عنا نيوز هذا الأسبوع. هذا الأسبوع ببلش ب 14 نوفمبر على راد ماندي. 15 عن المونيتري بوليسي بأستراليا. استرليني ماشي مهم. كلايمت تشينج مهم هيدا. كلايمت كاونت تشينج. امباير ستيت مانيفاكتشرينج اندكس بي ام اي بالدولار. سي بي اي اللي على السترليني. The CPI at 11 a.m. Dubai time. It will be interesting. كندي كذا median CPI. اوكي that's good. هول كلهم على كندا. Retail sales on USD. GBP governor will speak. Daily. Australian dollar on Thursday. Friday no big deal. Monday no big deal. So let's start. نبلش from the Dow Jones Industrial Average after moving up. Look, we had the real five waves as we were expecting on the Elliott waves. I cleaned this yesterday, but check with me. We had the one, we had the two, we had the three, we had the four, and we have the five. Five waves with the Elliott wave. خمس ويفات عملها. Let's get into this. You can see here 74%. And then let's see if it works with the rules. This is a swing on US 30. It was, and we were drawing this before last week. Was this double bottom also moving up and this flag moving up? It was so clear. One of the best examples for the Elliott waves count. Here also we have the Fibonacci extension. As you can see, it hit more than 161.8 almost. This is the big push. Then after this, the retracement was here. Also, it reached almost 38.2, not all directly of it, but 23.6 done. And then after this, moving forward up, we had almost also the 61.8 hit. It hit the 50, almost hit the 61.8. So it's one of the great Elliott wave count that you had. واحدة من أحلى الإليوت wave count اللي عنا إياها. One flag, two flag. Here we had a double bottom, breaking here 30,843. It moved so far around 1,000 بيب تقريبا. طلعت حوالي سوري 1000 3000 بيب 3000 بيب صارت طالعة during 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 16 days. In 16 days. So let's see now what can we expect from the US 30. شو فينا نتوقع من ال US 30 for the next days. As you can see here, we are already overbought. Already overbought. Okay. Here the CI preparing a certain divergence so far. بعده عم بحضر divergence. Look, we have a high, we have a lower high, while we have a high and we have higher high here. If we go to the 4-hour candles, we have a clean traffic and potential move down. One, in case, look, this is the resistance, the support area. Breaking this area. Why this area? If this has a resistance, we have this as a support so far. So breaking this area can push us forward down. Like this, we might have this short selling starting this level, which is almost 33,315, 33,305, the scalp دي بي 1 33,163 دي بي 2 32,900 دي بي 3 for the clean traffic and then 32,530 the full take profit for the full clean traffic that we see here. عندنا هون full clean traffic هنشوفه هون. لاحظوا هي كاندل واحدة يعني clean traffic. بالمقابل هون بتشوفوا إذا كسر هيدي المنطقة رح بتشوفوا كل شيء بالإكسل اللي بعتها معها، يعني التيبل اللي بعتها معها. سو 33,315 بتبلش البيعة. 33,005 أول هدف، وبنكمل بالبقايا مثل ما حاطينهم. As for the stop loss it will be around 415 33,415, but of course we will manage on the short term once we see the kind of candle that will be done. As for the buy, let's delete this. As for the buy, if we are up now, retracing down, creating this support, so mainly breaking this resistance up, let's see. وإذا كسر هيدا الريزيستنس طلوع، ساعتها في يكون بداية شروة. buy around 33,975 33,975. stop loss 33,905 تقريبا. 33,905. TP1 33,985 33,985. 11 نقط سكالب. TP2 34,050 34,050 TP2. TP3 34,205 and TP4 34,508. هي بالنسبة للداو جونز. This is for the Dow Jones. As you can see here, the gold clear double bottom, and still pushing up. We had a real double bottom here, and still okay. Now we might have a retest at the neckline. يعني ممكن نشوف retest هيك ينزل يرجع يكمل طلعة, or it can keep pushing up directly for to hit this resistance, which is around 1805. So let's see what can happen. Okay, so as you can see here, we open. Let's have this study here for the buy. Let's see. We might have this buy if it opens, makes a wick down, and I need to see this wick down clearly. بدها تفتح تعمل هيك مثل زي النزول. بدي اشوف الشمعة بتعمل هيدا الدرب نزول، هيدا الشادو نزول. Now we have a new resistance at this level. عندنا resistance جديدة اللي هي الهاي اللي وصلنا هون. If it opens, makes a wick down and start to push up again. I need to see the wick, but the buy will start around 1774 1774 بتبلش الشروة. 1769 1769 ستوب لوس. 1775 1775 أول 10 نقط سكالب. 1779 1779 دي بي 2. 1787 دي بي 3 and 1800 دي بي 4 1800 دي بي 4. So with this stop loss. As for the reversal, and as you can see also on the daily chart, so much up for the gold, especially with all the pairs went up, especially with the weakness of the dollar after the CPI. يعني بعد نيوز السي بي اي الضعف الكبير تبع الدولار ادى انه يرجع يطلع كل شيء بوجه العملات المسعر على الدولار، ايضا الذهب gold and currencies based on dollar. So now we go to the 4 hours time frame. It will be easier to check, and as you can see here, you can have a retracement once you break this support. Look for the support. This is an interesting support. Why this is an interesting 4 hour support? لا ده support مهم. As you can see, hit one time, hit second, hit third, hit fourth, hit fifth. So now if it opens and start to push down, make it wick it up and start to push down, I would expect it to break here. رح انطر يكسر هون this level for the sell, and taking the sell will be at 1754, stop loss 1758. 1754 المبيع، ستوب لوس 1758، تي بي 1 53 سكالب هيدا العادي، تي بي 2 1750، تي بي 3 let's say تي بي 2 خلينا نقول تي بي 2 1709 و48، تي بي 3 1741، وتي بي 4 1733 1733 دي بي 4. Okay, all the numbers, by the way, you will see them in the Excel sheet that we send, in the Excel table that we send. Okay, for the buy or for the sell. Now we go to US oil. US oil still pushing up and down, between down. It hit before the 93, going back now to 89 almost. Look, we put this trend line and it broke it. Look, the sell, this was on Swiss code session that show for reversal. We checked this reversal and it hit it 90.20 and moved full down to hit the 86. So it was a nice one, breaking also the trend line. So as we can see, a reversal. Now it can be a potential reversal, especially if we break this resistance there. Look, this is a very nice resistance area. Let's clear this. This is a very nice resistance area. This is a very nice look. It goes up, hit the resistance and move down. تطلع تضرب الريزيستنس وتنزل. هون كمان ضربت فيها ورجعت نزلت. So now what we should expect from oil price in the normal case, so it opens, makes a wick down and start to push up again. Like this. After the wick down, we have a clean traffic till this level. Of course, here we talk about a wick down. It's very important to open, makes a wick down, to have the higher low, having higher low also. Now you can have the wick fill. Usually it's a riskier trade. فيكم يطلع لكم هيدي riskier شوية، أخطر شوية الويك فيل. But دايما في عندنا two buys هي تتاخد إذا عمل wick down. أول شيء the wick fill. First the wick fill if it makes a wick down. And second, the official, it will be once it breaks the high of the candle. Why? Simply because we have now low, higher low, higher low. We have high, higher high, and we will be expecting to have a higher high. رح يكون عم نتوقع يكون عندنا higher high، بعد ما كان عندنا منخفض أعلى منه، منخفض أعلى منه، مرتفع أعلى منه، ومرتفع أعلى منه again. So this will be the buy. So let's put the numbers for the buy. It will be 90.50 stop loss 90 90.60 تي بي 1 90.50 الانتري 90 الستوب لوس تقريبا او 90.10 خلاص 90 تي بي 1 90.60 السكالب 90 91.23 تي بي 2 91.23 تي بي 2 91.95 تي بي 3 91.95 TP3 and TP4 93.18. And of course, we keep the same resistance, the big one, and the same buy. And we have two buys for oil once it breaks the normal resistance that we already have at 93.90 almost. Okay, with the same numbers للbuy. For the sell, we go down for the 4 hour. For the sell, نرجع لل 4 hours. And as you can see, we have a real support here at this level, support area. So breaking this support area should be interesting. What do we mean by this? We have 87.65 على 87.65 as a sell. أكيد it should open makes a wick up. لازم تفتح تعمل wick up تنحافظ على الهاي lower high and respecting the high of the previous candle. هي عم تحترم الهاي تبع الكاندل اللي قبلها ترجع تكمل نزلة وناخدها على 87.65 87.65 80 88.20 stop loss 88.20 stop loss. So 55 TP1 87 87.55 دايما 10 نقط 86.95 TP2 86.95 TP2 and TP3 85.95 85.95. We go now for the GBP JPY, which is also moving down, and we had an amazing trade. كان trading كتير حلوة on Friday on GBP JPY after breaking the head and shoulder. If you remember, in our weekly overview Monday, we mentioned it. In our weekly overview already, also last Sunday when we were still here, we mentioned it last week that we might be getting ready to move down after breaking this. And now we had the head and shoulder pattern. Look for people new, for new people, عالم جديد. We had a head and shoulder pattern, as you can see, very clear one with a potential down. Now it's moving down already. So what we have to expect is the following. If it opens on a daily and makes a wick up, إذا فتح عمل wick up and then start to push down again. So now we can have the sell for a wick fill. But the rule is that it should start by a wick up, not start by a wick down. يعني بدنا ننتبه انه اول ما تفتح تعمل wick up حرزين مش نبلش بالwick down. Here the sell will be around 164 164 بيكون السيل 164.30 the stop loss 164.30 stop loss 163.90 the scalp TP1 the 163.50 the TP2. Oh, sorry, 163.20 the TP2. It will be the full wick fill. 162.10 TP3. We have a clean traffic for the head and shoulder to resume down. And 1.6090 the TP4. I think we should see the GBP JPY next week moving down. بتوقع انه نشوفه عم بيكمل نزله. اهم شغله الشارت انه يفتح يعمل ويك اب ومن بعدها هو عم بينزل عفوا ناخد الويك فيل له نزول. As for the reversal, the potential reversal for a double bottom, a potential double bottom, انتبهوا هون مظبوط. We have to walk with the market. So we might have a potential double bottom as a reversal كقلبة. We must always have the two scenario. ما لازم نكون مشبصين باتجاه واحد. ناخد السيناريوز كلهم. So as you can see, this potential bottom and then potential bottom, other bottom. So you have a potential double bottom. What we might do in this, we have this resistance. So you have the buy at this level. So we might have this buy at this level. We get the buy here. Breaking this resistance will be the interesting buy we are looking for. As this is a resistance, a strong resistance for hours area. Look why. First, it went down all the way, hit this level, and then start to go back. So this is a real support. Then here it moved up again, hit this resistance and moved down. So this turned to be a resistance. So we must be very careful with this resistance area. بنكون منتبهين كتير بهيدي المنطقة resistance. So once it opens here, it makes a wick down. We need a wick down, and to continue this uptrend, then we might have to push up, but we need the wick down, don't forget. But not wick down. Why? We have this resistance, this trend line, bullish trend line is being formed, so we must keep it with the double bottom. So if it opens, head down, it should not break this trend line. And then we start to push up, taking the buy around 164.52, 154.52, stop loss 164.32, TP1 164.62, TP2 164.80. We have a clean traffic, don't forget, up. TP3 165.08 and TP4 the clean traffic until 165.50. This is interesting for the Dow Jones, to be honest. For the GBP JPY, to be honest, in this. Interesting buy, interesting sell, the two potential. Now for the Bitcoin. Bitcoin, as we are expecting after all these weeks of stagnation with this flag, expecting to have this move down once it breaks, and this is what happened. We reached almost 15,600. وصلنا تقريبا ل 15,600. Now we retrace up and it is resuming down 16,732 so far. Now we have a new study finally for gold. We've been stuck in the same study for a period of time. Now, as you can see, new study. The study shows the following. Now if we break this, هذه الستادي تشوف فرجي هذا الشيء. هلا إذا بنكسر هذه المنطقة وهذا السبورت اللي تكون هون، خط الدعم من تحت. So we have almost 15,575 the sell. 15,575 هي المبيع على البيتكوين. 15,900 the stop loss. 15,900 even 16,000 stop loss. 16,000 stop loss. TP1 15,400. TP1 15,400. TP2 15,000. TP2 15,000. TP3 14,500. and TP4 we might reach, wow, 14,000. Let's be optimistic. Let's stay optimistic. Let's stay optimistic. Not to say we might reach the 12,545. Ah, interesting. And here, as you can see, it made a symmetrical. We have a symmetrical triangle now. And a symmetrical triangle. 1, 2, and 3. Look, let's make it also a descending. We can have it as a descending triangle. Look, for Bitcoin lovers, are we really heading for this? هل يا ترى نحن عن جد عم نتوجه لتحت؟ For Bitcoin lovers, we might reach 9,500. Let's say 75% of this. We might reach the 10, 11,000. Let's always be optimistic, guys. Let's always be optimistic. Being optimistic means we might reach 12,000, 12,500. And being full pessimistic, we might get back to 10,000. Very interesting study. Very interesting study on Bitcoin, guys. Be careful for buyers. This is not the time to buy. Buyers, this is not the time. At least let it start to go back up and then you start to buy. يعني always we must follow the trend. The trend is your friend. دايما بدكم تلحقوا الترند. Now the trend on Bitcoin is not really interesting for the buy unless, and this is the buy scenario that you will take, unless we might have a reversal breaking the high of this one, the high of this green candle, and to break all the sequence, to break the support, this resistance, which is the lower side of the triangle اللي هو مثل صار منطقة خط مقاومة من فوق، اللي هو المنطقة التحتانية من آه، this level من التريانجل، من الهرم يعني 1800 18216 18220 let's say the buy stop loss 17942 TP1 18475 TP2 19000 TP3 19500 and TP4 you might have the full clean traffic till 20719. This is the buy scenario. We have the sell scenario, we have the buy scenario. Let's remove this one up. Okay, and these are the potential scenarios that you have for the buy and for the sell. So the big sell has started for the, the big sell has already started. The big short has already started بلشت للبيتكوين. So let's see where are we heading. خلينا نشوف لوين معقول نكون عم نكمل. Okay, so now we go for the pairs. The Euro USD, as we saw last week, Euro USD was huge. On the weekly overview, we took the buy, wick down, and we move up here. One full buy till the full target. Then on the weekly overview with Swiss code session on Monday, we said that if it resumes up, we might have the sell sniper entry at 100820. It has it, and it went all the way down to 099. Even it went all the way down to 09950. It hit the full target, and then we had the buy. We said if we break this resistance 1.010, we should resume up full time, and it went all the way up, guys. It hit the TP4. The euro dollar, we had three trades last week, three trades on the euro dollar swing. We had the buy up, we had the sell retracement sniper entry reversal, and then we had back the up. كانت كتير رائعة. كان عندنا الشروة بالويكلي اوفيو الأحد، كان عندنا البيعة بالويكلي اوفيو التنان الابديت لايف، ورجع كمان كان عندنا الشروة من بعدها بالويكلي اوفيو التنان اللي قلناها إذا رجعت كسرت ريزيستنس وأخذناها. So following our super amazing swing strategy، إذا عم تتابعوا السوبر amazing swing strategy تبعنا، كنتوا عملتوا كتير بروفيت، وأشخاص كتير بالكوميونتي عملوا بروفيت، ونحن عملنا بروفيت بهذا الإطار. So let's move forward now with what's next. On the daily chart, on the euro, we are overbought, super overbought on both of them. What seems to be now that's still pushing up, but I think we'll have a small retracement next week. On the 4 hour chart, let's see the 4 hour chart. Hmm, interesting. We start to have a 4 hour divergence. بلش يصير عندنا 4 hour divergence. Let's remove these. Let's remove all these. New studies, new study from zero, from scratch. So as you can see, we have higher highs. We have lower highs in the same time on the CCI. 1 hour chart reversal should be clearer here. Yeah, this reversal here, this is the resistance. Let's go to the 4 hour, it's clearer here. Now, the sell could start from breaking this sequence. Look, we have a sequence. check with me. Low, higher 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 low. Okay? So this create a bullish sequence. Now, if at some point with the CCI for hours and percentage R for hours, here double top on, we are preparing a double top on percentage R while a divergence on 4 hour on CCI. So if it start to break down, this will be the point where it will start to break down. It will be a nice trade from the top with a very low stop loss. Almost we have a stop loss only 30, let's say 35 pips. So the sell should start at 1.03. ببلش سيل هي تريد حلوه ستوب لوس قريب. ببلش سيل 1.03 35 1.0335 ستوب لوس 1.0370 70 TP1 1.0325 the scalp, TP2 1.03 exact, TP4 1 TP3 sorry 1.0256 and TP3 1.02. So we might have almost a 150 to 30 and almost 3.75 risk to reward ratio. This is the resistance here will be the take profit. So we might see a nice sell by breaking CCI, divergence, breaking percentage R double top, and breaking price action to euro dollar. This will be an interesting trade. Now, after having this, if it happens, we should go again to the daily. And as you can see on the daily, we might have the push up. If we go up with the resistance at the high of this candle, the candle that was done, so the long position or the buy should be here around, if we open, makes a wick down and start to push up, the buy can be around 1.0370. Stop loss 1.0350, 1.0310 TP1, 1.0410 TP2, 1.0446 TP3 and 1.05 TP4 1.05 TP4. So we have the sell stop loss أكيد قلنا around 1.0358. Okay, 50, let's say 50. So this will be interesting for the buy, and on the 4 hours it will be also interesting for the sell. Very nice potential sell on the 4 hours. Now, as you can see, the GBP USD also went up with our study. So now, if we want to resume up, we must have this resistance here. As you can see, it can open, makes a wick down, and start to push up again, breaking. في عامل wick down ده بيكمل 1.1865 entry 1.1864 the entry. Stop loss 1.1830 stop loss 1830 74 TP1 1.1950 TP2 1.2064 TP3 and 1.2155 the TP4. As for the sell, same. We are overbought. For hours started to have same like euro. For hours started to have like a divergence, but still on divergence. Also preparing a double top on the percentage R. This is the support on which we can start selling. The same sequence of new highs. We have this support. If we break the support with the CCI and percentage R double top breaking, this is the double top on percentage R, a potential double top. Look, let's see what will happen. So we might start having the sell around this area. 1.1785, stop loss 1.1815, 17.85 السال، 18.15 ستوب لوس، 17.75 تي بي 1، 17.75 تي بي 1، 17.35 تي بي 2، 16.57 تي بي 3 and the full one is 15.25 for the sell. So this will be a good sell option. AUD USD, as you can see, all the pairs against the dollar went up. Double bottom, inverted head and shoulder we had for the AUD USD, and it went up as expected. On the weekly overview, the buy 0.6550, we had almost like 150 pips, 55 pips on the buys. So now the same scenario it applies for all the DXY pairs, all the US pairs, US dollar pairs. So the same, if we have a wick down, look, we should have here the resistance, same strategy, same study. So the buy will be around 0.6723, 67.23. Stop loss 67.02 or 67, let's say 0.67. 67.33 TP1, 67.80 TP2, 68.30 TP3, and 68.87 TP4. While a reversal on the 4 hours, also we have a divergence, potential double tops, same, copy paste. This is the DXY, by the way. DXY means the US dollar index. So also here, same like the others. If we have a break below this support, we might have the sell. ممكن يكون بلش عنا السell. Stop loss at the high. عنا 66.83 0.6683 the sell. 67.20 stop loss. 66.73 TP1, 66.50 TP2, 66.10 TP3, and 66.53 the TP4. Of course, we need the break of the CCI, break of the percentage R, and break of this price action support. NZD USD, I think it is also the same. Nothing changed, up also before. Also CCI percentage R potential break. We have a very good potential next week, guys. Very good potential next week. Be careful. انتبهوا فيكم تعملوا بروفيتس منيح. فينا نعمل بروفيتس منيح الأسبوع الجاي. Also 0.6105 sell, 0.6135 stop loss, 0.6095 TP1, 6060 TP2, 6030 TP3, and 5983 TP4. As for the buy, we take the same one. The buy 0.6140 إذا فتحت, if it opens, makes a wick down and start to push up to complete or to resume the move up. 0.6140 entry, but we have to be careful a little bit. This is a resistance area here. Resistance area, important resistance area. Why حطيناها and support here? Because as you can see مثل ما شايفين, it hit here and move down. It hit here and move up first. So we have to be careful from this area. So what we'll do is the following. اللي احنا نعمله 0.6134 by 0.6135 by TP1 0.6145, TP2 0.6155, TP3 62, and TP4 62.50, while the stop loss is 61.20. And we already put the sell, but I deleted it here. رجع حتى ما نضيع. Okay, so the sell is the one we checked before. USD CHF also dollar going down. Okay, we take the sell. It's not from the first time, from the second time also. Third time hit the scalp and 20 pips, and then retraced up, hit stop loss entry. Then we take it for the second chance. ناخدها مرة تانية because we have a double top, a clear double top we had here. 1, 2. So now breaking down, it's a huge move down. Look, it hit even a resistance here, a support, sorry. خد دعم هون وصلنا، لاحظوا عمل دبل توب ورجع كمل نزلة. So شو بيعني هذا الشيء؟ we had a big move down, big divergence. So now the potential to start back up or to resume up will be very nice for a buy. And if we break here, we have the CCI and we have the percentage R. If we break the CCI percentage R up, plus this short long position, also 40 pips stop loss, look. Breaking up the sequence, low, higher, low, higher, low, low, lower, high, lower, high, lower, high, high, lower, high, lower, high, lower, high, low, lower, low, 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 low. We can have the buy 0.9435 صفاصلة 94 35. Stop loss 0.94 93 95 45 TP1 94 93 TP2 95 32 TP3 and 95 87 TP4. Now it opens, makes a work up on the daily and start to push down again. If it has a big up, no matter how much is the wick up, and breaking this support area, it will be interesting. That's 0.9363. 93 63 the sell, stop loss 94 94 stop loss 53 93 53 تي بي 1 93 53 تي بي 1 سكالب 93 03 93 03 تي بي 2 92 59 92 59 تي بي 3 هدف الثالث و 92 01 تي بي 4 الهدف الرابع. اوكي يو اس دي كاد اخر شيء. Also the SD CAD clear head and shoulder, we talked about it. Also with this head and shoulder عن جد يعني what a week. What a week it was. Also head and shoulder غير GBP JPY. We had from the weekly overview we talked about the USD CAD head and shoulder, plus on the 4 hours we had the descending triangle, then it pushed up before resuming the full way down in the last 2 days. For the head and shoulder, the big head and shoulder usually the stop loss is here 136.33 in the middle of the shoulder. And as you can see here, this is the resistance. Now let's put it here so far. If it opens, makes a wick up and start to push down again, we'll have the sell here. 1.3232 the sell, stop loss 1.3272, 3222 cannot TP1, 3150 TP2, 3060 TP3, and the full target 2955. And if we will have a reversal, a potential reversal, we go to the 4 hour chart. So as you can see, the CI percentage are already down. For me, breaking this resistance will be interesting here. This area for a potential buy. 1.3320. Stop loss 1.3250. 3330 TP1. 3370 TP2. 3432 TP3. And 3537 TP4. This will be the buy if it resumes up. And last, let's check the DXY. So we must understand what's happening. This is the US dollar indicator. This is what happened with the indicator. Big move down. This is the resistance area for this indicator. This is the US dollar only. As you can see, US dollar currency index. Now it's still pushing down, approaching to a major support area. While here at the same time, if it starts to retrace up, this is just to view it. يعني, we have a divergence and potential double bottom on the CCI. The divergence on the percentage R. So if the DXY or the US dollar index start to go up back, we might see this. So we might see the currencies and the gold start pushing back. But let's see how much it will resume down. خلينا نشوف قد ايه رح بيكمل نزله. هيدا مؤشر الدولار الامريكي فقط، يعني الدولار قد ايه قوته وضعفه. بلش كمان يعمل دايفرجنس اب، مثل ما عم نشوف كنا اليورو هول كلهم بالعكس. وبلش تعمل دبل بوتوم ويليام برسنتج ار. اذا كسر هيدي المنطقه بكمل طلعه ومعه بينزلوا كل العملات يلي بوجهه. Hopefully, this weekly overview session was really beneficial for you guys. Make sure we have a lot of opportunities next week. عندنا فرص كتيرة next week. Make sure انتوا تكونوا عم تستفيدوا منها للماكسيموم لحتى to get the most out of it. هيدا الويكلي overview كان مطول شوي. We had this weekly overview a little bit bigger, but we have many opportunities. You can catch a lot of pips next week. Best of luck. Don't forget the update that we will do tomorrow on Monday. ما تنسوا الابديت اللي بنعمله بكره نهار الاثنين 10 p.m. Dubai time. So let's follow up and see what will happen. See you guys. Thank you, Swissquote, for sponsoring these swing trades, and see you.